Hi friends, welcome. Let's make a beautiful mask today. We can make it either by machine or by hand stitch. So let's see how to make a mask with a filter pocket and also with the nose wire to keep it more secure and tight and comfortable. So let's see how to make this beautiful mask. So let's check it out. What are the things need to make this mask? So you can make it from any scratch cloth you have it, your old cloth which is in your closet, you are not using it, your dress, your jeans, your denim, whichever cloth you have it, or you can buy some clothes like this from I bought it from Joann and Walmart. So I'm going to use today this as my cloth. And for the nose wire, these are the one we usually use it for the craft, since it is long and tiny thin one, so we can fold it and insert as a nose wire. Or this one I bought it from Joann, we can use this as well. This is more flexible, so I like using this as well. So for the ear straps, we can use this as a headband. So people who like the thicker one, they can use this. They can cut the length what they want it and then stitch it together and put it as ear straps, or they can use the small elastic bandages, and also the hair ties, thicker one, thinner one. So whichever you like, you can use it. And I have, this is just for the decoration. If people like me, if they like some decoration on it, they can use it. So, and also some people, they do not like to put it on their ear, they say it hurt. So for them, they can make a band like this, put some show button and put it over and over your head, so it won't bother the ear. So let's check it out how to make this mask. Mask can be done in many ways. Nowadays the common way people make the mask by taking the measurement by plate. So I also have a plate here. The average length should be, the measurement is 12 inches. It should be 12 to 15 for, but average men and women, 12 inch should be fine. But if you think that you have a bigger face, you can take the 15 inch as well. So we keep the plate as it is and then take the measurement like this and cut it along the line. But to save the time, I already have a cut piece. I did it earlier. So we are going to use with that piece of cloth. So we are going to fold this material. So folding once and then folding twice. So when we cut this, we will have 4 pieces. So this is one way of making the mask. Like the shape is like this, a round shape, and we're gonna cut it along, like we'll get a 4 piece. And my left hand finger where we keep the ear strap, on the other side we stitch it over, and then that's a way making the mask. But before cutting, we have another style also. If you do not like that style, do not cut it yet. So we are going to measure 9 centimeter on the right hand side, keeping the cloth like this position, and on left hand side 4 centimeter. And then we're going to join both together like a curve. But no worry, if you're not good at marking, like drawing, we have our plate here. So we are going to make a perfect curve with the plate. So I'm gonna put some clip either side because it's a little shiny cloth. So now we are going to cut along the line. So the basic style of making the mask, it's the same, all these kind of masks. So I'm not gonna stitch this one. I like the other model better, so I'll tell you at the end what is the difference, why I like the other one better. So we're just gonna keep it aside. So for these kinds of styles, we need 4 pieces. So each one, so we have to cut it 2 times, so we will get to 4 pieces, and we have to stitch 2 together, and then those again we stitch it. So that's a way, basically that's a main way to make it. But now we are going to keep this aside. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we are going to keep it aside, and we are going to make another pattern, my favorite one. So for that, I'm going to take an A4 size paper, regular print paper. So you can use any paper, but the measurement we should have is 16 into 17, 16 centimeter long and broad 17. So 16 into 17 should be our size. 16 and 17. So why I like this pattern better, because when we make a mask with this pattern, this is not gonna interfere with our breath, and also when we talk, some kind of mask, when we use it, we know that when we keep the mask and we talk, it's gonna interfere, and also when we take a breath, it's gonna pull inside. So when we make a mask this way, this is not gonna interfere at all. We are so comfortable wearing this mask. So personally I like this style, and also the style I like it more better. So it is 16 and 17. So I'm just going to cut it along so that when we draw the pattern of the mask, we won't get confused with these lines. So we're going to keep it aside. So this should be the size of our mask for the pattern. So now we are going to draw the pattern. It's very easy. So from the length 16 centimeter, I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to mark 4 centimeter from top, and also from bottom to top 4 centimeter on the left hand side. So 4 each, 4 centimeter, and up also 4 centimeter. And I'm going to the right side, not to the bottom, the top, from the top 4 centimeter to the bottom, and also from the top horizontally to the left, I'm going to make another 4 centimeter. So they're also 4. And now from the top 4 centimeter left hand side, I'm going to draw a line for 1 centimeter, and then I'm going to join that 1 centimeter to the bottom left hand side 4 centimeter. I'm going to draw a random line to that point. I'm going to join both those lines. And from the 1 centimeter to the right hand side up 4 centimeter, I'm gonna mark 7 centimeter, and I'm going to draw a line up to 7 centimeter. So 7 centimeter from the left hand side 1 centimeter. So basically it is 8 centimeter from side. And I'm gonna join the 7 centimeter to the top 4 centimeter, the line we put it horizontally. So both joined, and from there to the 4 centimeter. So now the last line, I need to make a random line from the left hand side 4 centimeter, random line 12 centimeter to the bottom point wherever it hit. So 12 centimeter from the 4 centimeter to the bottom. So I drew a line from 4 centimeter to the bottom. So that is 12 centimeter. So we are done with the drawing. Now little bit more, we have to make a shape. So if you know how to draw that pattern, it's okay. Otherwise we still have our plate here. We are gonna draw it with the plate. It doesn't need to be exactly round, then it will look like the round model. So we are just gonna join the 4 and 4 together, and also the 12 and the end there. So from the 12 to the end there. So this is going to be our pattern for the mask. So we are gonna cut it along the pattern. So as I said, according to your shape of your face, like if you have a wider face or you have a bigger face and you need a little more bigger one, you can increase 1 centimeter each side, then you get one. And also if you are a person who are using the eyeglasses, and this method, when we make the mask with this method, this is not gonna fog our eyeglasses. So this is good for the people who wear eyeglasses. And also, if still you think the eyeglasses, if it fogs, then you can increase the nose part, the upper side, 1 more centimeter. Then your eyeglasses will rest into one. So I'm gonna make it with this cloth. So I'm gonna fold it. So remember, I need 4 set. So I'm gonna fold it twice. You can either fold it twice or 4 times. So, but I like to folding it twice. And either you can draw it and then cut it, or just cut it along with the pattern, whichever way comfortable for you. So remember, when we put the pattern, the good side of the cloth should be facing underneath, facing each other. We are keeping the pattern on the bad side of the cloth. So we have 2 now, so we need 2 more sets. So we got 4 sets ready. So 2 sets ready, so 4 pieces. So we are gonna stitch it along that line. So either you can do it by hand or by machine. If I do it by hand, it's gonna take time, so to consume the time, I'm gonna use the machine now, but at the end I will show you how to stitch it beautifully by hand. No worry, if you don't have a machine, you can do it by hand. So I'm gonna stitch it along, and then this as well. So we got, now the 4 became 2. So we're gonna open this and we are gonna stitch these 2 together. Again, we have to face the good side facing each other. We are gonna stitch over the bad side. But if you do not want a filter pocket, it's up to you. If you do not want it, you do not need to fold it like I'm gonna fold it. I'll show you. But you can stitch it all around, leaving one side open to the small side open to flip it over, and later we have to stitch it. But I like to keep a filter pocket in case I know that I need a more secure method. I need a filter to keep it in more crowded place. Then I don't need to look for my another N95 disposable one. I have this one. So, or you can cut it 1 inch smaller than the other one, then you don't need to fold more. But I like it more firm, so I like to fold it. And we're gonna stitch it all around, and here also again we are gonna fold it. This is for our filter pocket. So the inside, both side, we are gonna fold it more. I'm gonna stitch it around. If you're doing with the machine, make sure you do it twice for more better. Otherwise, sometimes with the multiple washing, the stitches may come out depending on the quality of the thread. But if you're doing by hand stitch, you need to do only once. It's already secure enough with the hand stitch. So we did already, this part's almost done. Now we are going to flip this over to bring the good part out. So even though it's a little tricky, but in the internet, if you Google it, you can get the patterns. If you look for pattern, face mask pattern, you can get different patterns. You can print those as well and make it with those patterns. But each one, when we make it, we will know what kind it is. I mean, which type of mask it is. I like to put some sharp inside, like a pen or pencil inside, to keep the edges straight. And see, now it's all straightened out. And in order to more straighten it out and prominent, I'm gonna iron it so I can stitch it better. So This is the inner surface with our pocket, filter pocket. The filter pocket. So this is the inner surface. So we are gonna iron both sides. And now our next step is to just stitch it around. Keep a nose wire and then stitch it around. So either one you can keep it as a nose wire, this or the other one, but I'm gonna use the small one. Or if you have the stainless steel tiny one wires, you can cut that as well. So make sure to keep it the edge maximum, and I'm just gonna keep some clip there so that it won't slip away. And now you're gonna stitch it all around to keep it more secure and beautiful. So as I said, if you do by hand stitch, you have to stitch only around the wire. You do not need to do all around, but if you're doing a machine one, it is better to stitch around. It gives a neat look. It gives a neat look. So I'm gonna stitch it around, and it will be more firm and secure as well. So we're almost done with our beautiful mask. Now we have only one thing left to keep the ear straps. So some people, they do not like to keep the ear straps, so you can also keep the elastic one longer, like 15 inches longer, and keep that around your head so that it won't bother your ear. That way also you can keep it. So I'm gonna keep the small elastic one. Instead of stitching, I just tie it together, and then I'm gonna insert it and fold it and then give a stitch. So we are done. So I have a gap for my filter pocket as well. So when I stitch this part, I will make sure that I double stitch, because it's gonna pull the air sometime when you put it on, and also I don't want that to come out. I mean the stitch. So I'm gonna stitch it twice. So it's more secure. So one more left. If you haven't tried making the mask, I would encourage you try making this kind of mask. Once you make it, you will love it, because it looks so clear, and also the curve, the pattern, it looks good. It stands out from other masks. So we have the filter pocket. So we can put some filter or some tissue, thick tissue paper. If you think that you're going to a crowd place or you need better protection, more protection, you can do that, or the filter paper, and you can stretch it out from both sides, and then your mask is ready. See how prominent that is? So, and you can add any decorations on it. Now I'll show you how to stitch by hand. So I took a different color, striking color thread, so that it will stand out, so I can show you better. So make sure when you stitch it, do it overlapping, so it will exactly look like a machine stitch. If you can do it by smaller one, it will look more perfect. Just make sure it will overlap one each other, so that it will have a perfect look as a machine stitch. So that's it. So but it will take time, definitely. but it is more secure than the machine stitch, of course, I should say that. So now I'll show you what's the difference between the two masks. This is the one we cut with the plate model, and I'm already made a mask this model, and I'll show you wearing that what's the difference and why I like the other one. Look at that, it's almost covering my face, and I don't like the edges and not the curve, the pattern, I don't like it. But the other one, I like the pattern better, and also it won't fog your eyeglasses as well, more secure too. So if you like this video, please like it, comment it, and please remember to subscribe this channel. And thank you for watching, and please everyone try to make one like this. And thank you for watching, and stay safe. Thank you and take care.